So this week I've been reading some statements online that really bugged me. You racist! Statements that I hear all the time, and especially during this political climate that we have.
Honestly, we're just comparing apples to oranges here.
I've just been having conversations with people and they seem to just suddenly end, or I was cut off because people made statements like these. Listen, it's just a slippery slope. Shit happens. Well, that's just the way it is. And it got me thinking, was this another fallacy? Hello everybody, my name is Jordan, this is my channel Undefined, and this is the second installment of my internet argument section here. Yes! Yeah. Cheers, alarms, pomp and circumstance, people. Yes, I know, continuity. It's happening. I think I found something here that I really like, so I'm gonna keep going with it. So the short answer is yes. Fallacy alert. I need some sirens or something here, just for effect. These kind of statements are what we call thought-terminating cliches, and we hear them all the time. But first, let's define some things. A cliche is an expression, idea, or element of an artistic work which has become overused to the point of losing its original meaning or effect.
I mean, you know, right? Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Even to the point of being trite or irritating, especially when at some earlier time it was considered meaningful or novel. Why can't everyone just get along? If you're a writer or a lover of grammar, you'll know that cliches are a touchy subject. We are often told to stay away from them because they are cop-outs. You win some, you lose some. If you want to express something, do it in your own words, because expressions become cliches when they're overused because of repetition, because we all understand and use them. They're lazy. When you use someone else's words to express an idea, it shows you're putting no effort in towards expressing how you feel. You know, it's all good. So, when used as a fallacy, thought-terminating cliches are short, definitive sounding expressions thrown in debates with questionable relevance in the effort to end discussion and thought about a topic. No, it's fine, just forget it. So to simplify things, a thought-terminating cliche is just a commonly used phrase or statement that is rhetorically used in an argument to replace actually making an argument. It tries to mask the fact that the person using these phrases isn't capable of coming up with a counter-argument or even mounting a case for their point of view. To each his own. Instead, they're just trying to stop a listener from considering a relevant issue. And you ain't got yourself a leg to stand on. See that right there? It's a cliche. It is slightly tied in with last week's video of the fallacy of relevant privation, which you can check out on my channel if you just click my subscribe button and follow my videos every week. It's important. If you do that, you should just do that, because you should do that. Short history lesson. The term thought-terminating cliche was coined in a 1956 book written by Robert J. Lifton. It was called Thought Reform and the Psychology of Totalism, and it was referring to the brainwashing done in China in that time period. History. I'm not a history major, so take it as you will. Don't judge. Lifton said, "The language of the totalist environment is characterized by the thought-terminating cliché. The most far-reaching and complex of human problems are compressed into brief, highly reductive, definitive-sounding phrases, easily memorized and easily expressed. These become the start and finish of any ideological analysis. Rules of rules. It's a way to stifle dissent and quell cognitive dissonance." Just try to stop us from thinking. Definition. In psychology, cognitive dissonance is the mental stress or discomfort experienced by a person who simultaneously holds two or more contradictory beliefs, ideas, or values. When performing action that contradicts existing beliefs, ideas, or values, or when confronted with new information that contradicts existing beliefs, ideas, or values. Who cares? It's new information coming in to battle with pre-existing information. You're trying your best internally to reconcile with that push and pull. It's fine. It happens. It's good. It's good to allow new things in and see how they interact with what's already there. That's how you make things better. Listen, when you're my age, you'll understand. Because from an evolutionary standpoint, when new things come in and they battle, they make each other better, and whatever is more suited to the environment and winning persists and makes the future better. It's evolution. It's good.
Oh my god, whatever.
This theory of cognitive dissonance says that human beings strive for internal consistency. A person who experiences inconsistencies tends to become psychologically uncomfortable, and so is motivated to try to reduce the cognitive dissonance occurring and actively avoid situations and information likely to increase their psychological discomfort.
The customer is always right.
We're all just trying to live in our own little comfortable bubbles, and, that proves to not change anything and progress in any kind of way, and we all just stay stagnant, and the problems that are real persist. And I'm not here to uphold the status quo in any way or caliber or frame. I'm here to push you. I'm a pusher. I'm not. Cognitive dissonance isn't a bad thing. You know why? Because I said so. You should try and enjoy some uncomfortableness every now and then. It's healthy, it's good. It's going to unsettle you and it puts you in a place that doesn't feel steady, but you will come out better in the end. And besides, what good is having a brain if you're not going to use it? I'm just saying. That was a thought-terminating cliche just then. These thought-terminating cliches create borders between what is good and evil, right and wrong, truth and lies. YOLO, dude, you only live once. You only live once, dude. Dude, YOLO. It says that there's no in-betweens, no gray area, and creates polar opposites in which you have to pick a side, and usually the statement has a side you should be falling on implied in its utterance. I think we should just agree to disagree. It's dismissive, divisive, and damaging to our freedom, our free speech, and our free will.
Freedom is not free.
Sure, some cliches made in discussions may be valid in some situations, but sometimes their usage ends up justifying fallacious arguments. And that's what we're looking out for. We all have to do things that we don't like. These piss me off more than anything else. I am a Libra. I am rebellious. I don't like being told what to do. And honestly, when I can sense someone is trying to get me to do something, I actually do the exact opposite. Because I don't like being controlled. They're all just out there to get me, man. I trust no one, man. It's all lies. So I question everything. And when you start doing that, you start realizing that people are just talking out of their ass. Hey, life is unfair. You realize they have nothing else to say. To continue on would lead them into uncharted territory. So be that shepherd and lead that flock. They might find that the waters are actually quite cool, quite pleasant, refreshing, spring day, freshness. Don't be silly. So in dealing with a thought-terminating cliche, my response is often this. Wait, what? I don't think so. Why? And when they respond, it just shows that sometimes people either have no response to the question or either have no interest in giving you a response and just want to end this messy thing we're doing, communicating with each other, being humans and sharing ideas. Oof. No, thank you. So fun exercise. Go back to this video and look at all the examples I gave you and question them. Push past just accepting a statement just because it's stated. Ask, what if this wasn't right? Could another possible outcome exist? How would I respond? Well, here's some helpful responses. I think you're just reducing a complex but discernible situation into a double blind that you think has no solution, but it does. Sure, but maybe you could just articulate your point and we could move forward. Why are you trying to stop me from analyzing the situation? Is there something that you're trying to stop me from doing, or you just don't have something to talk about maybe? Actually, this conversation might just demand a higher form of analyzing that we should just apply here rather than avoiding the situation in totality. And in closing, I just have one final thing to say. It's okay to not have answers. It's in fact our base of understanding. We come into this world not knowing anything, and we grow and learn through doing and experimenting and trying. To get in the way of that continual process for yourself is to get in the way of your advancement as a human being. The only person you hurt by cutting off communication and thought is yourself. And to think people do that unwillingly or knowingly or subconsciously or consciously hurts. I want so much better for everybody. And so here I go, doing my best to make the nuances and the plain things of every day more here in your face because life goes by quickly and it's hard to pay attention to everything. But if we just take a second to meditate and really try to feel every second and every moment, we will find truth. It's out there, and you just gotta stop hiding from it. Got any cliches that I didn't mention here? Please share them, add them in comments below, and we will try to find some productive way to address them and handle them and respond to them together. Rhetoric, I think, takes time and practice to master its intricacies and its mechanisms in order to finally use its power for good. And I like doing good. So with that, I thank you all for being here and I appreciate your time. Give me a ding on one of my social media accounts that I've listed in the description below and tell me what you thought about this one. If you got any further ideas for fallacies, I would love to have them. There's plenty of material out there. So many people are just saying things all the time that are ridiculous or have motives for avoiding truth. And I'm here to say, stop. Stop. So, anyways, my name's Jordan. This is Undefined, where I'm repeating every day. I will see you next week, and bye. Hello, it's another day at the game that we're playing, this dangerous game, Sterling Archer.